You're all welcome this evening to the class. Um, the structure of the class will be similar, except this time we'll be going back to maybe a couple of weeks ago where we actually stick and do a posture on one side and then switch to the other. We won't be transitioning between postures. It's just a good opportunity to see where you are from 2 weeks ago, see if you've improved. Just focus on getting into the posture, staying there for 5 breaths, and then I'll cue you out of it. We won't be transitioning between postures. So we'll start in the opening Shavasana. So if you'd like to come lying down onto your mats. Feet out to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back. Your arms away from your body, with your palms facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close and arrive on your mat this evening. Letting go of your day. Inhaling deeply from the bottom of your belly, filling your chest, and exhale, sigh out through your mouth. This evening we'll incorporate a count into our breath, inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 2, exhaling for 4, and holding for 2. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhaling 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhaling 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Continue these cycles of breath. Incorporating length into your breath this evening as we move into silence for the next 2 minutes. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended, join your heels on your mat and extend your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch, extending through your fingertips, pointing your toes, lengthening from your side body, and exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat, keeping your eyes closed, drawing your hands together at heart center, briefly taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. Remembering throughout your practice to be gentle and courageous in equal measures. Bow your head towards your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's class, we're just going to work into the wrists. So extend your arms straight out in front of you and just make circles with your wrists, releasing any tension, and the other direction, connecting to your breath. And exhale, you can gently drop your hands back down. We're now going to work into the shoulders, so placing the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders. Make forward circular motions with your elbows, gradually making the circles wider. Connect to your breath as we move in the other direction, releasing any tension from your shoulders. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. We're now going to move into gate pose. So kneeling on your mat. From here, shift your right leg out to the side with your heel resting on your mat and your foot facing forward. From here, place your left hand about a foot away from your left knee. Inhaling, extending through your right fingertips, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Connect to your breath here, lengthening from your side body. As you inhale, slowly come up, place that right hand on your right knee and extend through your left fingertips. Connect to your breath. As you exhale, release that left hand back down to your mat. Inhaling, raising your right arm over your head as you spiral your chest towards the sky. Breathing in and out through your nose. As you inhale, slowly come up. Join your right knee to meet your left knee. From here, shift your left leg out to the side with your heel resting on your mat and your toes facing forward. Place your right hand a foot away from your right knee and inhaling, extending through your left fingertips, spiraling your chest towards the sky, engaging the outer edge of your left foot, extending through your left fingertips. And inhale, slowly come up, place that left hand on your left knee and extend through your right fingertips. Leaning a little bit over to the left, feeling a nice stretch along your side body. As you exhale, release that right hand back down. Inhaling, extending through your left fingertips as you spiral your chest towards the sky. Connect to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come up, join your knees together. From here, you can sweep your legs behind you, coming into tabletop. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat, with your wrist, elbow, and shoulders are in line. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We're going to come into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, open your chest. Exhale, spine up, drop your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest, pushing through your shoulder blades, engaging your fingertips on your mat. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, open your chest. And exhale, spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Drop your tailbone, draw your chin towards your chest. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you draw your belly button towards your spine. And exhale, release, coming back into tabletop. From a neutral spine, we're going to move into a spinal twist. So keeping your left hand rooted on your mat. Inhale, raise your right arm, twisting out to the right. Keeping your shins and your knees engaged on your mat. As you exhale, slide that right hand behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. On an inhale, raising that right arm, twisting out to the right, extending through your fingertips, pushing the floor away from you with that left hand. As you exhale, slide that right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. Connect to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come back up to tabletop with a neutral spine. From here, keeping your right hand rooted on your mat, you're going to inhale, raising your left arm, twisting out to the left, feeling a nice twist to your spine. As you exhale, slide that left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. Inhaling, pushing into that right hand as you raise your left arm back up towards the ceiling, reaching out through your fingertips, feeling a nice twist to your spine. As you exhale, slide that left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your shoulder and the side of your head towards your mat. And inhale, you can slowly come back into tabletop. From here, join your big toes on your mat, shift your knees out to the edge of your mat, and sit your bum in towards your heels, coming into extended child's pose, extending your arms out ahead, and melting your chest and forehead towards your mat. Engage your fingertips on your mat and keeping all 10 fingertips engaged, draw your bum towards your heels, feeling a nice extension to your spine and opening to your hips. Connect to your breath. And inhale, slowly come back up to tabletop. From here, tuck your toes and keeping your knees bent, lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Pressing into all 10 fingertips as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. Connect to your breath. Gently making baby steps, walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat and keeping your knees bent, fold over your knees, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands, surrendering the crown of your head towards your mat, feeling a nice release on your lower back. Connect to your breath here. And inhale, keeping your knees bent, make your way to a standing position at the front of your mat. We're now going to move into the sun salutations. We'll do 2 rounds of sun salutation A and 1 round of sun salutation B. So starting off in mountain pose, your feet are together, quadriceps engaged, drop your tailbone, roll your shoulders back and down your spine, connect to your breath. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, palms down, step your left and right foot back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connect to your breath here, lifting your sit bones towards the ceiling. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you, engaging all 10 fingertips on your mat. Looking between your palms, on an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Taking a deep breath. We'll now do another round of sun salutation A. It will be slightly more advanced. So standing in mountain pose, quadriceps engaged. Your spine is straight. Energy through the crown of your head. On an inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, opening your chest. upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Again, staying here for 5 breaths. Connect to your breath, following your inhales and exhales. As you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling, pressing into all 10 fingertips. Looking between your palms on an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move into Sun Salutation B. Starting off in mountain pose. Your feet are together. Energy through the crown of your head. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, opening your chest, lengthening your spine. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, lengthening your arms, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connect to your breath here. As you inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. Pressing into both your feet. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into Warrior One. Connect to your breath here. As you exhale, release your palms back down, framing your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Engaging your fingertips on your mat. On an inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into Warrior One. Softening the tops of your shoulders as you lengthen through your fingertips. Exhale, release your palms back down, framing your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot, bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Taking 5 breaths here, lifting your sit bones towards the ceiling. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you draw your heels towards your mat. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. And exhale, release, coming to a standing position on your mat. Connect to your breath, embracing the heat created in your body. You can now move your mats or your cameras as I'll be cueing the next few positions from here. And when you're ready, come to a wide-legged stance on your mat with your feet facing forward. The first posture we'll move into today is triangle pose. So turning your right heel out 90 degrees. Turn your left heel slightly in 5 degrees, keeping your hips square facing knee. Raising your arms to shoulder level. On an inhale, lean out to your right hand side, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold over a bent or straight right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle. And then twisting your chest towards the sky. Pressing into both your feet, the foundation of your posture. Energy through the crown of your head. Extending through your left fingertips. Make the posture a full body experience as you connect to your breath. And inhale, push through your right foot, turn your right heel in, coming to standing. We're going to repeat triangle pose on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, your right heel slightly in 5 degrees, hips square facing me, raising your arms to shoulder level, pressing down into both your feet. As you inhale, lean out to your left hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhale, fold over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle. As you twist your upper body towards the sky, reaching out through your right fingertips, engaging both your feet, pushing the floor away, energy through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. And inhale, slowly come up, pressing through your left leg. Turn your left heel in. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move into side angle pose. So turning your right heel out 90 degrees, bending into your right knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Pressing down into both your feet, your foundation of the posture. Place your right forearm on top of your right knee and extend out through your left fingertips, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Connecting to your breath here. Reaching out through your left fingertips. Pressing out of both feet. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat side angle pose on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees and bending into your left knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Placing your left forearm on top of your left knee and raising out through your right fingertips, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Connect to your breath here. Pressing down into both your feet. Energy out through the crown of your head. And inhale, slowly come up, pushing through your left leg, turning your left heel in. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move into Warrior Two. So this time, turning your right heel out 90 degrees again. turning your left heel slightly in 5 degrees and bending into your right knee so your ankle and knee is in line, pressing down into both your feet, raising your arms to shoulder level, and from here turning your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Engage your core by drawing your belly button towards your spine, pressing down into both your feet as you reach out through your fingertips. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turning that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee so your ankle and knee is in line, raising your arms to shoulder level and turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger, connecting to your breath here as you press down into both your feet, drawing your belly button towards your spine, and inhale, push up, turning your left heel in. Take a deep breath. From here, you can join your feet together. We're going to move into a balancing posture, tree pose. So shifting the weight into your right foot, you can place your left heel above your right ankle, or if you're comfortable, picking a spot on the wall for balance, lift your left heel, placing it against your inner right thigh, pressing your heel into your inner thigh. From here, you can draw your hands together at heart center, or raise your arms overhead, coming into the full version. Just focus on pressing your inner thigh into your heel and your heel back into your inner thigh, lifting out of your hips, energy through the crown of your head, and exhale, slowly release, dropping your left leg back down, taking a deep breath. We'll repeat that posture on the other side. So shifting the weight into your left foot, you can place your right heel above your left ankle, or if you're confident, you can lift your right heel, placing it against your inner left thigh, pressing your heel into your thigh, and drawing your hands together at heart center, or raising your arms overhead, focusing on pressing your heel into your inner thigh, lifting out of your hips, energy through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath, and exhale, release, dropping your right leg back down. You can now move your mat or your camera to how we had it at the start of class. I'll be cueing the remaining positions from here. And when you're ready, come to mountain pose at the front of your mat. Pressing into all four corners of both your feet, engaging your quadriceps. Your spine is straight. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose, pressing your ankles together, pressing your knees together, dropping your tailbone. As you exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Connect to your breath here as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. On an inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. From here, drawing your hands together at heart center, you can hook your left elbow across your right knee, twisting out to the right, coming into a warrior one twist, focusing on keeping that left leg engaged, connecting to your breath. And exhale, you can release your palms back down. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot and lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. From here, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together to improve your stability, reaching out through your fingertips. As you exhale, draw your hands together at heart center and hook your right elbow across your left knee, coming into a twist. Connect to your breath here, keeping that right leg engaged. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Bring your left foot back to meet your right foot. Drop your knees, coming into tabletop. And from here, make your way into extended child's pose, drawing your knees out to the edge of your mat, sitting your bum towards your heels, and extending your arms out ahead, melting your chest and forehead towards your mat. Feeling a nice extension to your spine. Connect to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, make your way back to a seated position on your mat as we move into the seated asanas. Extending your legs out in front of you, your spine is straight. Flexing your toes towards your shins, engaging your quadriceps. We're going to move into a seated forward fold. So on an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold forward over your knees, placing your hands on your knees, shins, ankles, or hooking your big toe with your first two fingers. On an inhale, halfway lift, opening your chest. And exhale, fold forward, bringing the crown of your head towards your knees. Focusing on keeping your quadriceps engaged. Tracking your sit bones towards the back of the room to lift out of your lower back. Feeling a nice stretch on your hamstrings. Connect to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come up. Take a deep breath. From here, make your way into tabletop. Knees under your hips, wrists, elbows and shoulders in line. From here, step your right foot between your palms, so your right ankle and knee is in line. Extend your left leg straight out behind you, so your knee and the top of your left foot is resting on your mat. And inhale, raise your arms, coming into a low lunge. Sinking into your hips, feeling a nice stretch along your left hip flexor. Connect to your breath. From here, lift your hips and straighten your right leg, flexing your toes towards your shins. You can place the palms of your hands in line with your hips as you draw your forehead towards your right knee, feeling a nice stretch on your right hamstring. Connect to your breath. Lift your hips. And inhale, release, coming back into a low lunge, bringing your hips forward. And from here, join your hands together at heart center, hooking your left elbow across your right knee, coming into a twist, keeping the top of your left foot and your left knee activated on your mat as you twist out to the right. And exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands. Bring your right leg back, coming back into tabletop. We'll repeat that on the other side. So step your left foot forward to the front of your mat. So your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you with your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. On an inhale, raise your arms, coming into a low lunge, really sinking down into your hips, feeling a nice stretch along your right hip flexor as you extend through your fingertips, connecting to your breath. And inhale, lift your hips and straighten your left leg, flexing your toes towards your shin, placing the palms of your hands beside your hips. Draw your forehead towards your knee, feeling a nice stretch to your left hamstring, connecting to your breath. And inhale, bending into that left knee, coming back into a low lunge, drawing your hands together at heart center, hook your right elbow across your left knee, twisting out to the left, keeping the top of your right foot and your right knee engaged on your mat, drawing your belly button towards your spine to engage your core, connecting to your breath. And exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands, coming back into tabletop. From here, we're going to move into lizard pose. So this time, stepping your right foot forward, outside your right hand, extending your left leg straight out behind you with the top of your left knee and the top of your left foot resting on your mat. From here, you can keep your hands on your mat in line with your right heel, lengthening through the crown of your head, or there's the option to drop your forearms towards your mat, coming into the full version. In whichever version you're in, just connect to your breath, keeping integrity in your spine, energy through the crown of your head. Softening your jaw. As you inhale, bring your right knee back to meet your left knee, coming back into tabletop. We'll repeat lizard on the other side. So this time, step your left foot forward, outside your left hand, at the front of your mat. Extend your right leg straight out behind you with your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. You can keep the palms of your hands on your mat, keeping integrity in your spine, or you can draw your forearms towards your mat, really sinking into your hips, softening your jaw, connecting to your breath. And exhale, push up through your hands, coming back into tabletop. Take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, come to a seated position on your mat. We're now going to move into Navasana. So drawing your heels in towards your sit bones and lifting your chest. Keeping your knees bent, lift your feet off your mat. You can place the palms of your hands under your knees for support, or you can extend your arms and straighten your legs, coming into the full version. In whichever version you're in, focusing on lifting your chest, breathing in and out through your nose. Drawing your belly button towards your spine. As you exhale, release your feet back down. From here, cross your legs. Place the palms of your hands beside your hips, pushing through your hands to lift your hips for a nice counter stretch. And exhale, you can release your hips back down. We're now going to move into bridge pose. So lying back onto your mats. From here, drawing your heels in towards your sit bones. You can place the palms of your hands beside your hips on your mat. From here, you're going to press into your heels to lift your hips, and then lifting each vertebrae as you lift your chest towards the ceiling. Tucking your shoulder blades under your body, interlocking your fingers as you press your hands towards your heels. Drawing your inner thighs together as you lift your hips. Connect to your breath. And exhale, release, dropping your hips back down, taking a deep breath. From here, we're going to move into the final posture of class, shoulder stand. So lying back onto your mat, hugging your knees in towards your chest. You can stay here and rock from side to side for a more restorative posture. Or you can lift your legs, rolling onto your shoulders, coming into shoulder stand, pointing your toes towards the ceiling, drawing your chest towards your chin, breathing in and out through your nose. And on an exhale, you can, keeping your legs straight, you can try and drop your feet in behind your head, coming into Halasana.
You can keep your hands on your lower back for support, or you can draw your feet in behind your head. From here, you can interlock your fingers, tucking your shoulder blades under your body and pushing your hands away from your body. Connect to your breath. And exhale, release, dropping the palms of your hands towards your mat and rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your hips and your feet onto your mat. From here, we're just going to happy baby. A nice release on the hips after all the hip openers. So draw your knees towards your chest, grabbing the outer edge of your feet and drawing your knees towards your armpits as you rock from side to side. Connect to your breath. And exhale, release, dropping your feet back down to your mat. You can extend your legs, drawing your feet to the edge of your mat as we move into the closing Shavasana. Gently lying back, drawing your arms away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close and completely relax your entire body on your mat. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Giving this time for yourself in the closing Shavasana to absorb all the benefits of your practice this evening. Completely relax on your mat as I guide you through the closing Shavasana. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your calves, backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips, feeling them open out like a book. Relax your abdomen. Relax your chest. Relax your fingertips. Relax the palms of your hands, your wrists. Relax your forearms, elbows, Relax your shoulders, feeling them draw away from your ears. Relax your shoulder blades, feeling them slightly apart. Relax your neck, your throat. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue, feeling your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips, feeling them slightly apart. Relax the space around your eyes. Relax your eyes, feeling them draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Soften your forehead, the seat of your mind. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next 5 minutes. Taking this 5 minutes for yourself. Embracing the stillness, silence, and peace. Recognizing there is great power in the ability to just be with yourself as we move into silence.
Bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, waking up your neck, resting your head back at center. Join your heels on your mat and extend your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch, pointing your toes, extending through your fingertips, and exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently extend your left leg and, keeping your eyes closed, push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center, thinking back to the intention you set at the start of class. Did you achieve your intention? If not, think of all the other things you achieved in the last hour. With that in mind, rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms. Draw your hands away from your eyes. Bow your head. Namaste. Thank you very much.